Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell, more earthquake updates for you, as all hell is broken loose in Utah. The reason why I have power is because we're on a different power station. Ours is the Ochre one, and the Russians know this because they shut us down last year. But the power station in Magna triggered the shutdown of all the lights and electrical power to the airport, to Salt Lake City, to everybody north of us here in West Valley City, and Ogden has some power outages, but that doesn't seem to be connected to this. That just seems to be their own problem. And so, yeah, there's massive power outages this morning. So I'm beating ABC4 News Utah. They posted their video about the earthquake. They only had 100 and something views. I'm at 260, and I'm picking up some new people. Welcome. Plus the 43 on the other update. So I'm over 300 views so far. So maybe YouTube firing people is a good thing. I'm still concerned that they're going to remove content that does not violate their community guidelines. I'm still waiting for when that's going to happen to me. But yes, I'm an LDS critic. I'm born and raised Mormon, going on 50 years, my 50th birthday yesterday. So I'm going on 51 years now. Holy crap. And I am an enemy of the church because the church sees me as a threat because I'm a translator. In the Mormon church, Joseph Smith was all about translation of ancient documents. But with his murder, no other prophet since him in the Brighamite line. There were other Mormon branch-offs, and Mormons of the Brighamite branch refused to acknowledge all of them. And so they only acknowledge Brigham and his line. And none of them have demonstrated an ability to translate ancient documents, even when the Egyptian papyri was returned to them in 67. So, I, as a Mormon, believing that Joseph Smith was true, as he's our founder, went and pursued research in Paleo-Hebrew, because of the King Follett Discourse, and in Egyptian. And apparently, it's a wide open field for decipherment and discovery, because I am the one who deciphered Paleo-Hebrew, and I'm the one who deciphered Egyptian picture glyphs, and made the discovery that the Bible was written by looking at the Egyptian petroglyphs. And, other video update, as I'm being attacked by the church. I have a lawsuit against the church. And it's because of the churches attacking me for being a translator. 272 for the initial earthquake video, and 50 for the follow-up with the 5.7 recognition. So 323, 22. So the people who are watching my videos are not those in Salt Lake City. So yes, this earthquake turned off the electricity to church headquarters, Temple Square. The church has already closed down everything there, so nothing's running anyway. We don't know if Nelson is staying at his apartment downtown. It's just right across from Temple Square. And I pointed out to the protesters regarding the homophobia of the church when they protested that they are protesting in the wrong locations. And I recommended where they protest, which is right there on the street, on State Street, at his building, since they probably had Temple Square closed, but apparently they didn't. Not until the coronavirus kicked in. It was still open when they were protesting, so I also pointed out where they should protest there on Temple Square. Although I warned them it's illegal to protest and declare your First Amendment rights in Utah, because this is Nazi country, as the church protected Nazis in Nazi Germany, and they still adopt the philosophies and principles of Nazis in Germany, as I am a victim of it. That's why I'm suing the church, because they made a mistake and let me go. I was disappeared. 6 years I was disappeared, and they made the mistake of letting me go. And isn't it a coincidence that they let me go and all the biblical signs of the latter days begin to occur? Huh. And now we're in the final plague of Moses and Pharaoh, which the Jews understand as a type and shadow of their millennial Messiah, their last days Messiah. And so Mormons are wanting to ignore the fact that they are an apocalyptic church, like the South Korean one that spread the coronavirus all over the world. They wanted to be Christian, so they were going around telling everybody, hey, we're Christian, see? Christ is in our name. and they're still clueless that we're not Christian. And so now that coronavirus has hit and all this apocalyptic stuff with the New World Order and Illuminati is now hitting us, you do understand that's what this is, right? Seriously? We all knew about it. We knew about the New World Order. We knew about the Illuminati. We were warned. We were, and here it is. The coronavirus is locking us up. We're being exterminated and locked up, just like the plans for the end of the world. And that's what's not being discussed on the news, because they don't want to talk about biblical signs and all that, but Christians dominate. They're wanting this to happen so that their Christ can come. They're trying to force in the revelations to force Jesus to come. Boy, are they in for a big surprise. And so I'm suing the church for what they did to me, and all because I'm a translator and they're not. And today we had an earthquake, 5.7 in Magna, just right next door to me. Well, what fun. And so, yeah, it didn't affect our power station, which is further south. This was north of us. And so Salt Lake City is shut down with power. So none of them are seeing my videos. Unless they're using cell phone towers, they probably still have access through the cell phones. I'm not sure if internet would be available with cell phones during a power outage. Oh well. So, this is the latest update then. That power has gone out. The light has gone out in Utah. I just did that video yesterday. Let's see, where is it? Mormons lose light and intelligence with no more church. Now they've literally lost the light. Am I good or what? Just timing is so incredible. So, I hope everybody's safe. I don't wish anybody harm, but understand that these are the last days. Whether you believe it or not, Christians are forcing it to happen. So you better be prepared, because Christians are out to get us. Oh, and one more thing to add. Notice, for those of you that have power, which nobody listening to this video has power, or nobody that's not listening, no. The stock market crashed again today. They're just playing around with it. You know, Trump is giving money to the big corporations because they buy low and they sell high. So the stock market's high. So they've got all this money, but they can't get it unless they sell. And so the coronavirus was the perfect excuse to sell high. And so the stock market crashes. So they're selling a lot to gain a lot of money from the stocks that they invested in. And so they're just going up and down, making lots and lots of money, where we, the regular people, are not participating in the stock market, and so it does nothing for us. But Trump is purposely giving money to the big corporations, and the church is a part of this, with that whole investment fraud scam that at the end of last year, right around the time when the coronavirus struck in China, and they refused to tell us that it struck. Isn't that interesting? It was also at the same time that Trump got impeached. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Like I said, we're in it, and they're purposely causing it. This isn't some supernatural deity thing doing it. This is man doing it. And one more thing. This also means I can't call Adult Protective Services. Isn't that an interesting coincidence? If you've been watching the other videos, you understand that the church is attacking me because of my lawsuit against them. And their deadline is the 30th, and they still have not responded to the courts. And this is what they're doing in response, is attacking me and trying to get me evicted. And it's going to be tough, but they're playing dirty because they can't be honest. They can't claim innocence. They cannot win my case or beat my case, and so they're playing dirty. And so I won't be able to call because the power's out for them. I don't know if the power would be out for my ex. I should probably call her instead, since I can't call anybody else. And another one more thing. I can't get a hold of my ex. There's no dial tone because it's digital, a digital cell phone. It's just blank. It just numbers add up, and I can't hear any ringing at all. So she's in the dark as well. So yeah, I need a live video camera. I mean, they have it on YouTube, but I don't know how it works, and if I just click on live and it automatically records off of this, I don't know. So, whatever. We'll just have to keep doing it this way.